CBS 2 is always investigating, and we wanted to know, is it possible to make more than $200,000 in overtime in 1 year?
If you're a City of Chicago employee, it is. CBS 2 got a first look at some soon-to-be-released data about city employees and overtime.
CBS 2's Suzanne Le Mignot has the story you'll see only on 2.
Data from the Office of Budget and Management shows last year there were dozens of city employees making more than $100,000 in overtime. In one department, just 2 employees took home a combined total of nearly $500,000 in overtime. The CBS 2 investigators analyzed more than 1 million rows of soon-to-be-released data from the city's Office of Budget and Management. It shows 5 key city departments relied on overtime the most. We looked at overtime in the police, fire, and water departments, along with streets and sanitation and the Department of Assets, Information, and Services. Nearly 100 city employees earned more than $100,000 just in overtime last year in 3 of those departments. 2 fire department employees fall into this category. A fire department spokesperson told us overtime earned was due to the need to fill staff vacancies. In the water department, 5 employees earned more than $100,000 each in overtime in 2023. In a statement to us, the water department also said vacancies, regular time off, and absenteeism are the drivers of overtime.
$100,000 or more in overtime, that should be a never, ever, ever situation, period.
We asked Joe Ferguson, the president of the Civic Federation and former inspector general for the city of Chicago under 3 mayors, to weigh in on these findings.
And that is a, to mix metaphors, screaming red flag that something internally is not being tracked and monitored and addressed, because it simply should not happen.
The data shows 85 sworn Chicago Police Department members, the largest department, made more than $100,000 in overtime last year. 2 of them made more than double that. 1 member made more than $250,000, while another had about $230,000. That's almost $500,000 in overtime alone for just 2 police department employees in 1 year.
This person unquestionably worked all of the time to result in pay at that level. It's his supervisors, it's the department, it's their systems that have failed here.
In response to this story, the Chicago Police Department issued a statement that says in part, overtime has been used to help maintain public safety during a police officer shortage. As we work to fill these vacancies, we must also ensure there are sufficient resources citywide to respond to critical incidents, emergencies, and large gatherings that require additional police attention. So, what is the city's solution to massive overtime? Ferguson says there should be overtime levels in place, and a staffing analysis needs to be done in these city departments.
It doesn't mean these people aren't working hard. It means that we're not working well, and the taxpayers are not being well served in all of this. That's the responsibility of the 5th floor. That's the responsibility of the mayor's office.
We did reach out to the mayor's office for comment on this story, in particular, asking about the over $200 million in police overtime, which was more than double the budgeted amount for 2023. We haven't heard back. In the newsroom, Suzanne Le Mignot, CBS 2 News.